mean, they're cool with it. It's a win-win. Okay, cool.
For you? Hi, how are you?
How the heck do I put this on? Do I have to unlace it every time I put it on? I need music. It kind of smells like tobacco though. I don't know if I like it. Aw.
Recording.
Oh.
These certain basketball shoes that are really hard to get. I got it.
Wow. I was about to make dinner. Wow. A belt. My mom gave me a Coach belt. Except it's like double my waist.
Oh.
Come on, go get a new toy!
Yes.
I can.
Can you put this, record this for the YouTube? So we're watching Chris watch, wait, Chris is watching us watch his video. So then you'll watch yourself edit your video. So you're watching yourself watch yourself.
Probably.
Good.
The minute that they come and say hi,
Awesome. Thank you. The whole world is watching you, bro.
Hello, Austin Bouldering Project members and guests. We will be closing in 45 minutes. 2 o'clock.
Is that? 1, 2. The top angle looks like you guys are both dogs.
You need for fried rice is aged old rice, bro.
Except it's kept warm for a while though. Pepper. Four days ago. I literally haven't been using it because I haven't been cooking. No! I'm so dumb.
This is not good aim. Yeah. So I ended up taking a flush with full house on top. I was like, there's no way I'll lose this.
How nice.
Number 10 or something. Narrates game code or.
Set. Like, it's very strong to have that. At the same time, it's like. Remember we spoke to. Bro,
I got a lot of that bad.
this guy.
So when you said we're all getting older, I think some people.
Where the stakes felt very high and it felt really great, and it's always so rewarding because then you realize you're not actually
It's a moment.
For real, dude.
What?
Now keep right to.
It merged the lane too.
You think the meat is cooking? Why is it still red?
A little rare.
I did the same thing.